Associates Power 5. Dylan Estrella looking for his second career pro stock win, brings the field down, but it is Vaness getting the jump up on the outside, looking for the edge off of turn number 2, and sets the pace down into turn number 3.
It's Darling on the outside battling for second place on Estrella. Across the stripe, he has it. But it's Vaness up front out of 2 down the backstretch.
Dave Darling winding up that outside lane, looking for the number 2 spot as they hit turns 3. Estrella trying to hang on down low. It's Vaness setting the pace. Darling sits in the number 2 spot. 46 of Estrella back to 3rd. Estelle is 4th, and the 6 of Johnson rounds out the top 5.
Single file just about throughout the entire field as it's Vaness leading the way. Darling right on his rear bumper though, and he is letting him know he's there.
Gives him a shot off the second corner. Vaness had to do some seesawing back and forth on that steering wheel. Settles it back in, continues to hold on at the top of the leaderboard. Meanwhile, battle for 5th as Tom Scully gets a run in down underneath the 6 of Johnson. They race side by side down into turn number 3.
Johnson still on the outside as they exit 4 down the front stretch, but it's Scully who will take 5th. Heading into turn number 1.
Darling continues to hound Vaness. Takes a peek down underneath, gets a nose up underneath Vaness. Slides up the racetrack just a little bit, and Darling dives down to the inside, looks for the lead down into turn number 1.
It's Darling underneath, exiting turn number 2, and he will take the lead from Vaness as they head down the backstretch into 3. Single file throughout the top 5.
Darling out front. There's a familiar sight as the Bristol Toyota, Johnson Landscaping, Alameda Farms, Papa John's Pizza, Columbus Energies, Seekonk Grand Prix number 52 set sail at the top of the leaderboard.
A great job so far by Darling as he starts to pull away from Vaness in second place. And it's Estrella closing in on Vaness for second, seeing if he can give him a run for the place.
Down the backstretch, field strings itself out around the 3rd mile. Deep in the pack, the 16 of Blaze takes a look underneath the 27 of Brightman. Brightman loose off the corner.
Down the backstretch, Darling goes once again, opening up about a 5-car length lead over second place Vaness.
Well, if you're paying attention, you don't see the 11 up on the leaderboard as his transponder seems to have an electrical issue. There is no penalty for that. That's why we do the line scoring. He continues to run in the number 2 spot. Hopefully there's nothing major wrong with the charging system causing that to happen, but he continues to stay strong in the 2nd position as Dave Darling has opened up a little bit of breathing room between he, Vaness, and the rest of the field. Rick Martin down to the inside of Mike Mitchell, takes that 7th spot away, sets his sights on the black number 6.
A little further back in the pack, the 7 of Kyle Casper gets by Mike Brightman there, and now the 88 down beneath him. That's Kevin Casper following in suit as he crosses the stripe.
Down the backstretch, field strings itself out. Deep in the pack, you got Bob Hussey and Dick Benoit running through the paces. Dick has been a while since he's run the pro stocks. He and Danny Cabral have teamed up a few years ago to compete. They've been running with the Sportsman division for the past few years. This year they decided to make the jump. Dick is a former rookie contender in the pro stocks. Remember he had that red number 95 that he competed. Well, he's back with us full time in 2019. Battle for second as Dylan Estrella putting pressure on the 11. Down underneath he goes as Vaness hangs tight up on the outside.
Vaness
right off of turn 4. The 48 of Mitchell goes around, just keeps it off the outside road. Ready to go. 29 laps remaining in this one as here comes Benoit as well. The 88 of Casper will hit the field running. Green flag is out one more time. Darling sets there down into turn number 1 as Vaness tries to hang tight. Meanwhile, the battle of the Everett Auto Parts machines. Freddie Estelle working the outside lane, trying to hang with the top 3 off of 4.
Ryan Vaness falls back into second place there on that bottom line, though, where the speed has been. We've seen guys on the outside struggle to keep up. But the battle on the outside, as I mentioned, that is Estelle fighting with Estrella for 3rd place as they head across the stripe into 1.
Rick Martin working the inside lane as well, looking for that 6th position. He and Nick Johnson battling side by side for position. Give the advantage to Martin. Meanwhile, Estelle continues. Look at Scully trying to make it 3 wide. He settles it in back behind as Estelle and the 46 of Estrella continue to race wheel to wheel down at the 3.
Estrella fighting strong on the bottom, not letting Estelle take that outside lane there, side by side for yet another lap. Another time down the backstretch they go. Estelle with the advantage.
Down into 3 and 4 in the 47 of Benoit, off the pace as the field thunders down and puts him -1 to the leaders. Look at Scully continue to hound that battle in front of him. Estelle upon the outside, still edging out the 46 of Estrella as we have hit the point.
David Darling taking a nice lead through 1 and 2. Ryan Van Ness, though, not giving in. He is pulled away from third place and is making a run for Darling.
Off the corner they come, and Estelle has got to be pleased with the way that number 30 is running. It's been a while since we've been able to see Freddie work that outside lane and hang tight as he is here now. Down into 3 and 4. Estrella hanging down. Estrella off the corner he comes. The back end snaps out from underneath him. Bristol Toyota Tundra pace truck pulls down at the center of the infield. We're ready to go off of turn number 4. The 52 and the 11 race down across the stripe and drag race down into turn number 1.
Vanessa on the outside, hoping to hold on to Darling a little bit longer this time by.
Benoit pulls out of the pit area, but oh my God, he's got to get up to speed because here come the leaders, hot on his tail. Battle for second. Estelle down to the inside of Vanessa. They roll down into turn number 3. Benoit is off the racing groove. The field thunders down underneath them. And look at Martin, look for a top 4 down into turn number 1.
Estelle takes second place. He's going to take his crack at Darling to see if he can get up and challenge the leader who has been pulling away lap by lap. Vanessa into third. Battle for fourth. Some contact there as Martin's on the inside.
Blaze goes around down the front. Nose clean. And he has quietly worked himself up inside the top 6. Looking for the green off of turn number 4. Darling and Estelle. 2 masters at the restart. Roll off the corner. Darling has the advantage. He's set forward down into turn number 1. Vanessa taking a look down to the inside of Estelle off of 2.
Estelle able to get the nose out of 2, and he'll clearly take second place there. Vanessa not going to give up too easy as he chases him down. But it's Darling out front once again, heading into 1 and 2.
Off the second corner they come, and Estelle sits about a car length behind the 52 as they hit turn number 3. Vanessa, Scully, and Martin, your top 5 as they roll off for 4 and complete lap number 27.
Down into turn 3 and 4. It's Darling once again leading the way. Top 5 single file battle for 6th place as the 88 there of Kevin Casper on the inside.
Kyle Casper working the outside. The brothers Casper haven't had it. Here comes Mike Brightman in the black number 27. New colors for him this year as he tries to get a better handle on that machine in 2019. Sits just outside the top 8. They roll down into 3 and 4.
Scully with a good run on the backstretch there. Vanessa, and now on the front stretch. Vanessa able to pull away a bit for third. Top 2 have pulled away as Estelle attempts to keep chasing down the 52 of Darling as he has taken the lead and not giving it up.
Freddie Estelle is not letting Darling get out of his sights as they hit turns 1 and 2. 13 laps remaining that time across the stripe. It'll be a dozen when they come back around. Battle for third starting to heat up. The deuce has closed in on the 11 of Vanessa. Takes a look right at the tail end as they come off of turn number 2.
The 27 of Brightman fighting beneath the 7 of Casper. Casper's going to win that as they head into turn number 3. Single file there.
Deep in the pack, Mike Mitchell trying to make up some ground as well as he battles with Nick Johnson and then number 6. They come off the corner. That is the battle for 9th and give the advantage to the 48 as Johnson slows up on the racetrack. He's heading pit side in the Propane Plus machine. 10 laps to go that time by. Darling continues to set the pace, but it is Estelle hounding him around the 3rd mile, trying to find a weakness in the defending champion.
And Scully had a nice run on Vanessa, but again, Vanessa able to pull away and comfortably sit in that 3rd spot and back up front. Not too comfortable now is David Darling, as Estelle is right on his rear bumper as they head down into the corner.
Off of turn number 4 they come. It is Darling and Estelle in a breakaway over the rest of the field as they hit turns 1 and 2. Estelle right on the back bumper. They roll down the back straightaway. They have put over a half a straightaway between themselves and 3rd place Ryan Vanessa.
Battle for 5th on the track as Kevin Casper is trying to run down the 14 of Rick Martin as they head into 1 and 2. But back up front, approaching lap traffic, is the 52 of David Darling, holding off Estelle.
5 more circuits remaining, and Darling seems to have turned it up just a little bit as he set tail down. Now he's got a car length and a half, almost 2 car lengths, down into 3 and 4 with a handful of laps remaining. It's 4 laps off the corner, and Darling on his way, if he can hold on to another win here at the action track of the East.
Estelle staying right with him though, past the lap car. Exiting turn number 4, across the stripe one more time. It's Darling with the lead into 1.
Off the turn number 2. Dave Darling in control. It'll be the twin sticks up in the air off of turn number 4. Darling in the Bristol Toyota number 52 continues to set sail deeper in the pack. Look at the battle for 5th. Kevin Casper all over the 14 of Rick Martin as they come off of turn number 2. Kyle Casper holding off Mike Brightman with the white flag in the air. Darling set sail down the back straightaway for the final time.
Darling down the back straightaway into turn 3. Hits his spot in 3. Hits his spot out of exit of number 4. And it's David Darling taking home the victory in the Pro Shop Series.
Dave Darling proves that he is still the man to beat here at the bad way to start.
No, we overcame a lot of adversity today. We're still not where we need to be yet, but we got better throughout the day from when we unloaded. I appreciate my guys just really working hard today. Mike Vanass, Mikey Medeiros, it's my buddy Mikey's birthday today, so happy birthday, Mikey. I got to thank all the sponsors, Ocean State Oil, A&A Auto Parts, International, CDO, Nats Racing Engines. Everybody that helps us out, our families, the wives, the crews, everybody that helps us get to do this every week and, race at our home track.
Congratulations, a good run for second. Boy, I'll tell you what, you're starting off this season a lot better than you did the last couple.
Yes, sir, Kev. This is a brand new car. It's a Fury chassis. I'd like to thank Jeff Fultz, Mike Fritz, Tony Jr. They built us a beautiful car for Everett's Auto Parts. This is its maiden voyage. This car just saw Massachusetts for the first time a week ago, and we got a couple little bugs to shake out of it. I was riding around there half throttle. I could not even get on the gas pedal. If I could have got to that pedal, I think we would have had something.
It's a good way to start off the season. I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank my crew, Dave, Julie, Ethan, obviously Everett's Auto Parts. They're supplying beautiful equipment to all our teams this year. Nod of the hat to Roy and everybody over at Everett's Auto Parts. Greatly appreciated. They're great people.
Seem to have a spring in your step already this season.
Oh, I was ready to throw up this morning. I didn't even throw. I was like, I couldn't wait to get in this car and drive a race. Just it's been boiling all winter.
David, congratulations. Seemed like once you got out front, there was just a Sunday drive.
Yeah, it was there till the end. I mean, Fred was pretty good at the end of the race. Our car slowed a little bit, but we were able to be fast enough to, so that way he couldn't get too close to us. Fred's a good driver. Obviously, been doing it for a long time. I grew up watching him, learned how to drive watching him. So, anytime you can keep him far enough back is a good day. So.
New rule changes over the winter, same result on opening night. Dave Darling carrying the checkered flag. Things look good for you in 2019.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. You got to have luck. I mean, you can have the fastest car, but you need to have some luck with it. And I can't thank my guys enough for preparing the car. Jeff works nonstop on these cars, and I really thank them for that. Ronnie Pond, Jeff, they put all kinds of time in. Got to thank my kids for coming, my mom for bringing them. My girlfriend, Eric, is here, my cousin. So I got to thank all the fans for coming out. All the guys on the crew, Gary, he's been helping us for years. Johnson Landscaping, Bristol Toyota, Scion, obviously Eddie Veter. Can't thank him enough. And, thank Seekonk Speedway giving us a place